Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Free Picks video. Today is Thursday, March 7th, and today I got I got a lot of picks for y'all today, boys, on Prizepicks, Underdog, Chalkboard, and Sleeper today. So, a lot of picks out good today, guys, and I'm feeling good. Um, First of all, I'm going to start out with this Prizepicks slip. Today I did get a protected play. I don't know if any of you guys also got one, but I don't know if it's a promotion that they're running or something, but I got this $10 protected play. So, I figured, why don't I just run out a game stack, because I don't lose anything from this. So today I had Miles Turner going over fantasy score. We had Aaron Nesmith over fantasy score, Jaden McDaniels less, Mike Conley less, and then just this one that I liked for Kelly Olynyk, less than 13.5 PRA in the first half. So I'll kind of go over why I think this is a good slip. First of all, as we know, Karl Anthony Towns going to be out for this game. And we know that there's going to be a heavy burden on the other players like Ant and Rudy Gobert. So that's kind of why I'm thinking Jaden McDaniels and Mike Conley going to get a little bit of less of run time because of that. Also, we know Indiana is favored slightly now because Cat is out. So now I have Miles Turner and Aaron Nesmith going over on fantasy score. Yeah, we could go Halliburton or Siakam, but I checked their fantasy score lines, guys, and honestly, there's not a lot of great value. Yeah, we know that, Hallie's probably going to go off. Siakam probably going to go off too. But their lines are just a little bit too high. And if anything, the one on Siakam is kind of favored on the under. So the bookies, they know this. They're going to set it higher so that, people like you will bet it. But honestly, guys, these ones are the best value for the score that we have. So Miles Turner over 30. Pretty easy. I know if they play most of the game, which I think the point spread's at like 1.5 or something. Let me check. Indiana 1.5, minus 1.5. That means they think Indiana's going to win by 1.5. Over under 227. So decently high scoring, like an average scoring game. Not the high scoring game, but one of the average games. And as you can see, Cat is out. Jaleel McLaughlin, Benedict Mathurin also out. That's another thing, guys, that we need to know. Benedict Mathurin's a pretty massive player to be out. That opens up minutes for Aaron Nesmith, as you can see, and then also Miles Turner, as you know. And so if we expect this game to be close, 1.5 point spread, that means, there's going to be a lot of minutes for these players. I definitely think that, Turner and Nesmith definitely have the best chance, especially with Mathurin being out. And on the flip side, Conley and McDaniels, they're not going to be getting as much run time because, as we know, Rudy Gobert, Anthony Edwards, probably going to be getting a majority of those, stats. Probably Kyle Anderson most likely as well. So basically, that we're just trying to game stack. We're trying to game stack the game pretty much. Have like a specific game flow for the game, and it's free, so I don't really need to stress out about wasting money on a game stack. This is just a protected play, so I'll run that. And then Kelly Olynyk under 13.5 PRA. Dude has like an 80% hit rate, 90% hit rate. Head to head has a great hit rate on the under. Barely goes over on first half PRA. So I do like this spot against Phoenix too. Not a elite defense, but one of the better defenses in the NBA. So I do like this one for Prizepicks today, guys. Might have more coming out later on Prizepicks, but that's my promo code PRBMV1XB6 if you for some reason don't have Prizepicks. $100 deposit match when you guys sign up, and you can tail this one. So that's what we got for Prizepicks today, boys. Let's move on to Underdog. So Underdog, not a lot of great value today. I think I went 0 for 3 on my Underdog slips yesterday. It's really tough, but it happens sometimes. As you guys know, last month I kind of murdered Underdog, and this month it's been a little bit slower, but we still have taken some dubs on Underdog still. I got Corin Johnson going under 21.5 or 21.85 fantasy. Isaiah Collier going under, DJ Rodman, Toby Okani, Kobe Johnson, all under. And you might be asking me, why are you doing 3 USC players on the under? Well, it's weird because I looked at this game spread, USC versus ASU, and for some reason USC is favored to win in this game, I believe by like 8.5 or 9.5 or something. And actually, if you look at their records, USC is a much worse team than ASU. So I kind of don't really understand why they're favoring USC to win. Nonetheless, though, I do think that this is a good spot for Collier, Rodman, Kobe Johnson to go over. One of these might go over, as we know, shit happens, But the numbers on all these guys favor the under. And personally, I think ASU has a good chance of pulling this one out. USC, as we know, isn't even close to being one of the best teams in the country. They're pretty mid team if you think about it. I like Collier; he's pretty nice, but USC in this spot not liking them. Corin Johnson, Toby Akani. Not much to say with these guys. Just good value in the under. We like the numbers. And historically, we have been right on these underdog ones. So we're just going to keep banging them out. Some of them are going to lose. Some of them are going to win. Most of them are going to lose. But some of the time we're going to win, and we're going to win big. So that's the underdog slip. If you guys don't have underdog for whatever reason you're watching these videos, you don't have underdog, Joe Froze is the code, $100 deposit match. You could tell this one, guys. Let's move on. We got chalkboard, boys. Loving this one on chalkboard. Okay, so Cade Cunningham. This is the promo for today, obviously. 10.5 points for Cade Cunningham. Pretty free, especially against Brooklyn. I expect this to be a closer game. I expect there to be a lot of minutes for Cade. And obviously, he's probably going to get 11 points, most likely, I hope. Hopefully, he doesn't pull a Curry, which I don't think he is. I love Cade. And then we got Royce O'Neal, right? So his line at 5.5 is really good, guys. I was going to take it on sleepers today, but I do like it at 4.5. I think this is a good spot for him to go over. He obviously, at 5.5, it's a little bit thinner of a line, but on chalkboard, you can adjust the lines down. So I went ahead and put him at 4.5. And then Austin Matthews, everywhere else, he's at 4 because they like to bump it up. Prizepicks puts him at 4. Underdog puts him at 4 because they value it as a push, right? So they think, oh, he's going to land exactly at 4, so the slip's going to refund. We don't want that. We're going to go to chalkboard. We're going to go to Austin Matthews. One of the, every time I see this guy, I don't really watch NHL, but every time I see this guy, he's always getting like 5 or 6 shots on goal. Like, dude's a beast. Probably one of the best players in the NHL. Like I said, I don't really watch hockey, but it looks like he is probably one of the best players in the NHL. So going over 3.5 shots on goal here. I've bet on him before. He's cashed us before, so I do like this one as well for chalkboard. And then obviously, if you guys aren't on chalkboard, use my code JoeFroze when signing up for a $100 deposit match on there. It is on the App Store. DM me a screenshot that you guys use my code. I'll slide you a free month of the premium picks that we're on right now, guys. And next up, we got sleeper. Sorry about that, guys. Put the wrong picture, but here is our sleeper slip. So we got Rudy Gobert going over a double-double. So like I said earlier with this this Wolves and Pacers game, I do think Rudy and Anthony Edwards probably going to get the majority of the minutes and the stats and stuff like that. So I think Rudy is kind of a lock to go over on a double-double. And then Jaylen Brown over 2.5 assists. This Boston and Denver game is going to be super close. It's going to be a really good fucking game. If you guys watch any of the games, watch this one. Boston is favored by like 1.5, I think. But it's going to be a close game. There's going to be a lot of minutes played. Jaylen Brown, 2.5 assists seems pretty good line for him. I don't think 2.5 is a problem for Jaylen Brown. As we can see here, guys, actually Boston down to -1 point spread. So that basically means they think Boston's going to win by 1 point, which, as you know, in the NBA, it's hard to win by 1 point. So they basically think this is going to be like the closest game of the night. As you can see, -1. Pretty low scoring affair too. 221 is pretty low scoring. 2 great defenses, obviously 2 of the best teams, or some of the best teams in the league. Looks like Denver's going to be fully healthy tonight. Boston, they're only missing Jaylen Brown. He's going to play. He's going to play tonight. This is a big time matchup. Jaylen Brown, I think 2.5 assists. He'll crush it pretty easily. Mike Conley under a block. This one's pretty free. He hasn't got a block. I think he's only gotten like 5 blocks this entire year. So going under a block on him, pretty free. And then Cade. We're doubling down on Cade a little bit here. Cade over 1.5. Cade over 1.5 3-pointers made. Pretty good prop. He's gone over this quite a bit this season. Going against Brooklyn, not a great matchup in terms of defense. They don't have a great defense. This is just a good spot. Like I said, a lot of minutes to go by. And I can even show you here, 2.5, favored for Brooklyn. And they're 25-37. Pistons 9-52, obviously worst team in the league. But Brooklyn's only favored by 2.5. This is going to be kind of a low scoring game. Detroit, Cunningham's going to have to be putting a lot of that point burden on him. Brooklyn has a lot of injuries right now, so it's going to be, a pretty tight game. So we're betting on our boy Cade. We're doubling down on him. And obviously, if you guys don't have Sleeper, hop on Sleeper. Use my code JoeFroze. Signing up, actually, it's up to a $500 deposit match, not $100. So that is a typo by me, but it is up to $500. If you guys want to put $500, then you'll have $1,000 to play with on Sleeper. DM me a screenshot. If you do use my code, I'll slide you a free month of the premium picks with that deposit match. All the plays for Sleeper, I put them out early on the winnable, so you guys can check that out. But use the promo code JoeFroze. And let's recap, boys. We had a pretty great day yesterday. So our tacos did cash out yesterday. Obviously, I told you guys that we were waiting on them last video, but they did cash out for us. KD goes over the taco for KD, and then Emmy, I believe it's a female CS2 player, but she does go under on kills. That was pretty free. And then obviously the other taco, Skinner hits, and then the 3 CS2 picks, all of them. Like I said, guys, I like going under on these CS2 picks. I think they're really great value. When I see them on DGF, you know, like I see, let's just say Friend, for example. I see him at 35. All the other books have him at like 31, 32, 33. And getting him at 35 is just great value. So, like, you guys just, some of these, like, they don't hit. Like, they just be going crazy sometimes. But most of the time, like, these guys are going to go under, right? So that's why I don't like going over on these esports. But y'all just got to let me cook with these. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see this come out on the winnable, obviously this was a winnable play on the premium, you just got to tail it, bro. Like, you just got to have some faith. And obviously this one does pull through. RJ, I was a little scared about this one because he did, you know, chalk first the other day going over on rebounds. He was I had him going under, so it sucked, but this time, you know, he stays under, and we cash it $100 on that one. And then James Harden, obviously this one on Sleeper, James Harden promo goes over. Jarrett Allen, 2.5 assists, barely goes over by 1, which is exactly what we needed to cash out. And then this one on Fliff was probably my favorite one. Buddy Hield, I had him going over on 3.5 assists on Chalkboard. You'll see that in a second. But he stays at 3, goes under 4.5, and then LeBron wasn't even a sweat. He had like 5 or something like that, and they were getting blown out by the Kings. So that was a pretty sweat-free one. Obviously, I sent that one out on the premium. So the 2 tacos and the Fliff one I set on premium. The Sleeper one was a free one. So you guys need to hop on the premium, man. We're starting to heat up again, and I'll show you. These are the hooks from yesterday. As you can see, Buddy Hield on the top right there. Gets 3 assists. Anthony Davis, I don't know what happened with AD. I thought he was like that. I thought he got them blocks and steals like that. I guess not. The only person I'm gonna go with like that is Wemby. I know Wemby be getting all them blocks and all them steals, so that's like the only time I'm ever gonna do that again. And then Franz obviously goes over. LeBron, I don't know what the fuck this promo was, bro. 2 3-pointers made for Bron. That was just a bad promo. And then obviously Dame gets blown out by the Warriors, so it's like, what are you gonna do? Chalkboard. The streak ends, unfortunately. A little bit sad about that, but you know, we had a great day everywhere else. And then on Sleeper, this one I just feel bad about because Paul Reed, you know, I don't know why I chose him to go under a double-double. I could have chose anyone else, but I chose Paul Reed, and he hooked us, and it sucked, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway because D'Lo doesn't even hit his promo mark. I don't know why they're doing a D'Lo promo. Like, that doesn't make any sense, but nonetheless, we profit on Sleeper anyway. And then Underdog, I'm not even going to show all the rest of them, but as you can see, like, that's just trash. 0 for 5. So none of these were right. And sometimes that happens, guys. It sucks, you know. So what are you going to do about it? And that's just the recap from yesterday. And real quick, before I show you guys the month recap, we got a couple plays still going out right now that I'll show you. Just refresh here. As we can see, we have this one from yesterday, the Josh Giddey one. I'm just waiting on Ladislav and then Ludwig. And so I have this pulled up here. Oh, I think the game's over. So I think we are going to cash. Yeah, we're going to cash out on this one right here, Ladislav, for both of these slips, as you can see. And then so right now, Wyndham Clark also goes over 11.5 greens in regulation. So basically I just need Cameron Young and Ludwig Agberg to hit their props. And then we'll hit. Actually, that'll be two 6-mans that we'll hit on, and one of these was a free pick. I think this one was a free pick from yesterday. So we hit on both of these. That'll be a pretty massive month, or a pretty massive start to March. I told you guys that it's gonna start out slow, but yeah, check this out, right? So in the month of March, we started out really slow. 5 units lost the first day, 4 units lost the second day, 2 units lost the third day, 4 units lost the fourth day. And so it was just really looking bad, you know. And for all of you that stuck by on Tuesday, you know, it didn't look good on Tuesday either, on Taco Tuesday. But today we made up for it, and we're gonna keep going because those slips that I just put out yesterday, they're gonna cash too, and we're gonna be right back up in profit. You know what I'm saying? So all you that stopped, you know, tailing, all you that started doubting, you know, that's why you lost, because you stopped tailing, you lost faith. Like, that's what it is. And that's because you guys, that you bet with emotion. You see that we're losing, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go put my own shit, I'm gonna go make my own bets. Like, all right, good luck, you know what I'm saying? But if you stick to a process, I'm telling you, you're gonna win. And there's gonna be months where it sucks, and as you can see, March sucked a little bit to start out, but as you can see, now we're rolling. And I don't know if it's gonna be on underdog, I don't know if it's gonna be on chalkboard, I don't know if it's gonna be on sleeper, you know what I'm saying, fliff. But it's just gonna happen. Sometimes we're gonna have worse days on some apps and better days on other apps. Like Prizepicks, I took a shit on Prizepicks. The entire fucking Prizepicks was my worst app in February, and we still went up $500, right? And now it's looking like this month Prizepicks, I'm gonna probably be murdering Prizepicks. So it's like you can't even choose. Like you just bet, and you don't really worry about the outcome until like the end of the month, right? And sometimes that's what it is, So that's what it is, guys. Yesterday we went up $94, as you can see, on the month, minus 4.3 units, but we're bouncing back. We're coming back, and I'm telling you guys, if y'all keep faith, if y'all just keep betting the same size, y'all just stay true to it, then we're gonna win. That's it. That's as easy as it is, right? If you guys are supporting the channel, if you guys do keep coming back, you guys keep tailing the slips, you guys are staying true to it, you know what I'm saying, following the process that I told you to follow, betting the same amount every day, not getting mad when you lose, not getting too high when you win, you're gonna be winning, and that's why we're here. If you guys are like that, you're supporting the channel, I appreciate that. And if you guys aren't, go follow the Instagram, show some love over there. I'm gonna be posting the chalkboard slips promos later on today, and I do appreciate y'all for that. Last thing, guys, is going to be the premium plan. Obviously, all my premium picks is where I've been winning on Prizepicks. As you know, my guys on Winnable there have been winning as well. I've had some guys tell me that they have been winning, and then I have also some guys that have told me they've been losing, right? And that's because they don't tail. That's because they see the slips and they're like, I'm not going to tail that shit. Nah. It's like, bro, there's a reason why I put out every single slip on the premium. It's because that's what I put out. So at the end of the day, some of them aren't going to hit, some of them aren't going to cash, but if you tail every single one, you're going to be up in profit like me, like last month, right? And this month I'm down in profit. I'll be honest with you. No one else is going to show you that they're down in profit, but I'm going to keep slowly going up in profit. And all the people that stop telling me, they're going to be doing their own shit. They're going to tell someone else to slip, and they're going to be like, oh shit, I'm losing now. And I have people that tell me that it's because they're not staying true to it. So you can be like that. If you want to do that, that's cool. That's fine. Do your own thing. I gave you all the resources that you need. You know what I'm saying? I made a video about it. You have all the resources that you need, guys. I'm fully transparent about it. You know what I'm saying? But all the people that stay true, I appreciate y'all. And y'all are going to win in the long term. That's the mindset you need to have with this shit. It's like a business. It ain't like no fucking hobby. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm going to bet this much this day. I'm just going to have fun. This is much I'm going to lose. Like, come on, guys. Come on. You guys got to be better than that. This shit's a business, So kind of a little rant. I'm sorry about that, but I've been having some people telling me, you know what I'm saying? So I have to address it, right? And so last thing, use my promo codes on Sleeper Chalkboard for those slips that you saw. If you're not on Sleeper Chalkboard, use my code. I'll literally give you a free month of the premium picks. As you saw in February, we did go up 520. In March, we're starting to come back up. As you can see, we were a little bit slow, but now we're coming back up. Get those picks before March Madness comes in, guys. I'm telling you, we're going to be running it up. Y'all don't believe me, but I'm going to be doing it, all right? And as you can see, you get a free month. You use my code JoeFroze. I'll lock you in. That's pretty much all I got, guys. I'm going to have some more slips out on Winnable, as you know. Most likely, Sleeper, hopefully we'll get another discount. Prizepicks, most likely, probably, because I'm going to have a little bit of money on there. We'll see what we find. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll have a video tomorrow out for y'all guys. All right, peace.